Gotta formulate a coup d'etat. What?
Thanks for doing the intro. Okay, hello and welcome to Defense on Ceres, session 111. What happened last time? Right, Nick woke up again after being treated. He did have a run-in with with a bunch of cultists when he was raiding a lair, and thought he could take on more than he actually could take on. Lovely. But yeah, once he was awake again after being treated, he did talk to his partner in crime, and they discussed the future steps. Essentially, it boils down to interrogating the cult leader. That subsequent follow-up or police raid essentially captured. Although having the police intervene is kind of bad, because now these officers need to be wiped again, and or at least heavily suppressed. They saw some things during the raid.
Get some black suits around, they could do that.
I mean, yeah, they're already doing that. But yeah, that drove up the cost of the operation. But yeah. And, Nick also got a bunch of successes when it came to who was gonna be actually interrogating the cult leader. And Nick can basically do what he wants. I think it was over 5 successes somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got more successes than they have dice.
Yeah. Alright, then we have had Bacon come in to the emergency he was called into, and it turns out there was an infiltrator that he correctly identified as Nordic. And later interrogate him with truth serum, homemade, by the way. I guess the only thing that is left now is to do some vivisection with Mushy. That's gonna be very, very bloody, I presume. Oh yeah, and Ems went on to try to find the carrier at the location he calculated. Well, he did find the ship, but he also found 2 giant squid monsters, and then 2 more arrived, and they were all converging from different directions. But they had one thing in common: all of them were from deep space.
Hey.
And then Adam ended up basically just chasing down the 2 Nordics. Because they still kind of stood out, and ended up giving them some theoretical and practical lessons on how to be better at being human. Although Sam is probably a pretty awful person to do that overall, since he's kind of a madman himself. But yeah, that's what he spent his time on for the most part. Alright, anyone want to start? No? No one? That's fine. Can just go and roll like civilized people. 3. It's Nick. Alright. You
Hoping I could enjoy my coffee.
Well, should have said something. No, it's too late. Okay. Okay, huh? Would be a good place to interrogate people in. The basement, maybe? No, probably not. Train town is also not. The hospital, no, it's also not cool.
For some reason, I thought the entire base is just underground already.
It's no, it's not.
Oh.
It's not. Your place even had a window.
I just assumed like it was like just just a giant like picture frame and it was just changing.
Oh my god. Would be pretty funny. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna just.
It would be very like just technocracy for that. It just I don't know.
You're not wrong. Not
I
wrong. But
don't
yeah.
even really know how I'm gonna go about this.
And while you think about that, I'm gonna go and cheekily download an integration thing because I'm not happy with what I have available. Wait, that's a good one, I think.
I believe we're trying to track down where he got this book from.
I mean, you don't know that the book seems to be, self-written. Well, it's not even finished. They're like filling it in, basically.
Oh, so it's probably his actual creation.
Yeah, most likely.
Maybe I should look at my notes.
Yeah, that would be helpful, probably.
Yeah, I was like, I thought because I actually slept last night, I don't need coffee. But now I'm like, oh, I actually do need coffee. That's kind of why I was late.
Ah, well, don't worry. I will not remember anything either, so it won't matter. I won't stand out too much if you're not all there.
Oh, there was a name. There was some demon name in there.
Yeah.
See, maybe if he actually contacted that demon.
Yep. Maybe he did.
My whole angle is just screwing over the demon that may have cursed the child.
I mean, yeah. I mean, do know for certain that it was a demon, and most likely this one.
I'm willing to take my vengeance out on just a random demon.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. The most important part is that you feel better about yourself.
Like, yeah, the demon, they all deserve some type of vengeance. Like, it's basically charity work.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
That is true. fuck? Did I give this dude a name? A proper one? Whoop. I don't think I did. Okay, I can pronounce none of these that the generator put out. But yeah, here's a name. This is the dude's name.
Devant un subject.
And yeah, I will mispronounce this one for sure. Oh yeah, I also need to get the New World Order in here with a bunch of blacks.
I will.
Hmm?
I guarantee I will, though.
Huh. Alright. What the fuck are those? Ah, black suits. Wonderful. Black suits is such a meme. Alright, yeah. At the interrogation room. Well, unless you want to do something first, I should ask.
Because I do want to probe his memories. I should probably put up some sort of like shield on myself just to not be influenced, just in case.
I mean, that would be probably would be wise.
Yeah. So leave. I got 2 effects up. Yeah.
So I don't want to fight. Normally.
So difficulty 5 for me.
Yeah. I mean, let's have a look at how many successes you even need. Like, realistically speaking, I think like 2 could be enough since it's only a scene. But you probably want some, you know, extra for keeping, you know.
Yeah, it's gonna need some strength to it.
Yeah.
Wait, so it's the base difficulty is 4, right?
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I was doing the math right.
The highest level is 4 plus 3 for coincidental effects. Alright.
Oh wait.
That's not a proper original. That's not how properly the original is done, but fine. Like, and
Oh.
I don't want to waste more time. That's fine, I guess, to some degree.
Oh yeah, just enough for a scene. Rest and strength. Yeah, basically, I just want to probe his memories.
Just want to probe his memories. I see. Well,
I mean, I would assume he would like never talk to us anyways.
you know, technically, he could refuse, but you know, there are ways to make him talk.
Right.
But yeah, anyways, if you don't want to like talk to him properly, you can just memory, probe his memory. That's fine. Still would be the same scene basically. Like you know, he's properly like set up, and you do notice you know, he's like pretty banged up still. So they didn't like you know apply any like proper enlightened sciences to heal him. Just banish him up more or less. And he also noticed that his like hands are like in some like I guess wrappers, and seem to be like essentially like tied together and fixated to the table.
Okay. See, I would torture him if it would make it easier to probe his memories, because
I mean, huh? You could, I suppose, do that. Huh? Would it make it easier to read him? Like it would make his memory more jumbled, but it might make it easier to get in.
yeah, because usually that's the hardest thing.
Sure. Sure you can. Actually, is that torture in the mage book somewhere? Probably not.
Probably in how to do it or something, or in the evil book, the Fanny one.
Yeah, that's true. The Fanny book, actually, the Fanny one would actually be a good book for that. Let's see. Torture. Huh. Okay, that didn't go.
Book of the Fall.
Tortured
I'm gonna
soul.
look in there quick.
Just actually fluff text for now. Natural evil. Torturers. Rape. Blah. Torture. 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 Blah. Hmm.
I thought they had.
Says torture. Torture chamber. Torture. Oh my god.
Did you do like Control F just to see how many tortures there was?
Yeah, I'm like looking through it, but most like almost all of it is like in some fluff text somewhere.
How many times does it show up?
It doesn't tell me. But I've like pressing my enter key for like if like a every few every second or so, and well actually less probably, and I still fucking going. Oh, that might actually be good. Hmm. Uh-huh. Hey, there's a torch, I wonder. But they've also mined 3 physical assault, like a 5th psychic assault. Generated every turn when it's active. Target's willpower. It's bashing damage. Alright. Hmm. No, nothing fruitful. Still. Yeah, I guess I'll go and look in how do you do that. But like, if there's nothing coming up in a few seconds, I'm just gonna do a ruling that I will forget about. Psychic assault. Yeah, there's nothing. Alright. Gonna be house ruling the torture thing, and essentially how it's gonna work. You're gonna you can spend some time like torturing him essentially. And well, one success is gonna give you you know, give him like a -1 die, and like 3 is gonna give him like a -2, and 5 is gonna give him -3. But that's gonna be the max. I'm gonna be saying that's gonna do a thing, and well, and also you know, the more he gets like tortured, the more, you know, his memories might get jumbled. Well, his mind in general, I guess, at least temporarily. And well, you can decide to, like, you know, torture less essentially if you get more successes than you want. But you know, that will decrease the efficiency.
So like, if I roll 5 successes, I can say I only want to go to 3.
Yeah, for example, like that. So you know, you have control of what you're doing. Essentially, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
But yeah, let me like write that down in a handout, and well, you can tell me in the meantime what your approach is for the torture.
Okay. I think I'm gonna like. Did you? I doubt you would have watched the Watchmen TV show.
There's a TV show?
There's a TV show.
Huh. No, I did not.
The TV show
There's
is
a torture
funny.
scene in there. They put you like in this one chamber, keep flashing pictures at you, and they're like trying to figure out your stimuli from that.
Interesting.
It's also kind of like Clockwork Orange.
Interesting.
Well, I kind of want to like just do that where like he is all that restrained and it's just blasting stimuli at him and seeing what he reacts to.
No, that makes sense, I suppose.
That way, like I can figure out the things that would maybe trigger a memory. That way, I can when I go in, I kind of navigate after all the damage.
All right. I guess yeah, like strap him in somewhere and flash pictures at him.
Yeah,
for
one
quite
of
a
those
while.
one of those old like photo flashers, like from like the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
It's before my time. I have no idea what those are called.
Alright, I don't know what they're called either. But yeah, sure.
I've seen it in a really old Simpsons episode.
Yeah, no, that's fine. But yeah, you can perfectly fine do that. You know, room gets dark. You get like some sort of like strong source of light. And then you fuck him up. And well, I'm gonna say it's gonna be like
I don't have any like torture ability. Would psychology count?
yes, it would. At least the way you're doing it. But yeah, given like a manipulation psychology difficulty of this just would it be his willpower or would it be this
7 dice.
yeah, I would say it would be his willpower probably, since it is psychological. It's like a contest of wills, I suppose, in some ways. Actually, I'm gonna give him like a bonus. It's a willpower +2, I think. So it'll be like an 8. Yeah, so manipulation, psychology, willpower at willpower +2, so an 8.
Okay, I got 7 dice. I'm burning a willpower. Three successes.
Oh, very nice. That's just enough to get you to -2 with willpower penalty.
I know he's got 6 willpower. Okay. Yeah,
Yes.
I'll stop there.
Alright. You stop there. I mean, it still takes you a considerable amount of time, but yeah, after you're done, you know, one of the black suits walks up to you and congratulates you on your efficient use of you know, mental mental tools, and you know, they're quite surprised to see like a void engineer make use of this kind of technique. They're not being sarcastic as far as you can tell. They're like genuinely you know, surprised by it, and in a positive sense.
John is very aware of his whimsy nature. He is very used to this. Still got that as a flaw.
Alright.
I'm used to people's reactions to my stunts like this, but I'm a very effective person.
God.
Yeah. I imagine like they had to like scrounge this up. I like asked for it, dust it off. It's like when I have for a fax machine at my work.
Hmm.
Anyways, get ready to hop into his memories and see if I can find if he had if he talked to any demons.
Alright. That's certainly fine. I think even if I have like a tool for this one. But I'm not sure if you brought it.
I would have, because I did. The only reason why I got to here is because I went into people's minds.
That's fair. Here you go.
Now I got to figure out how to use this thing again. Okay. Oh yeah, this is back when I had less less arete.
And it still should exceed your current arity.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, I would also argue like it's generally speaking like easier to use. Like you don't have to bother with like complex rituals. You just roll.
Yeah, but the thing is, I usually like forget this exists sometimes. I have so many things. I just forget all the things I made.
Hmm.
So, uh, I start questioning like, why did I do this again? That would have made it a bigger like irritate number. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I made this when I had like only 3.
I mean, you could redo this one at some point.
Uh, anyways, back to the mind probing.
Yep. All right. You see the roll. Difficult. Willpower was a 3, but thanks to your torture, it's willpower was 6. I mean, and but thanks to your torture, it's down to 4.
Okay.
Effectively, anyways.
So difficulty 4.
Hmm.
This doesn't get affected by my 2 effects, right?
No, it doesn't. That shouldn't, I
Oh,
think.
okay. Oh, see, now I'm remembering why I made this.
All right. Let's see.
What the hell is that? Look at those numbers.
Amazing.
Okay. Sorry, finishing my coffee. I'm Scottish now.
Hmm. I see. Disgusting.
Indeed, wee laddie.
But yeah, you have like a good amount of time.
Well, yeah. So I did the mind probe. Like, what do I say? Like,
All right. Well, I guess you go and and well enter the mind of this person. And what do you see? You actually see the library again, but it's in a much more decrepit state. Like the floorboards look aged. The bookshelves are partially empty, and there's a lot of like torn out pages on the floor. The furniture looks like looks like some yeah looks like some punk went over it. Like they've been in a public school for for at least 20 to 30 years, and and nobody like ever cleaned them. Like one of them, like in some in some bad movie, and well, Otherwise, there's like an eerie silence around. What do?
Yeah. I don't see any like signs, like current activity of like any people in the memory.
Oh, well, not so far. You should navigate for that, but I need to know, mm, like, where would you start, essentially? Like, first meeting, or would you, like, try to, uh,
I would try to find like I would head to like the strongest like source first. Get my just to get a current like beating on it. I
okay.
would imagine that like these memories would have different like strengths to them.
Mm, yes, well, I mean, that makes some sense. But sure, give me, like, a
I would
willpower roll.
also like imagine he would naturally try to like like suppress the more like sensitive memories from me or anyone else.
Mm. Mm. But yeah, that you can certainly do as well. I guess, well, as I said, give me, like, a willpower roll, +6. This is, by the way, like a flat difficulty roll. Just you navigating around. Alright, that's good enough. And, well, you navigate. And the strongest memory, that would be very much, I suppose, the first meeting itself. And you see, time turns back. And, while things are a bit jumbled at the moment, eventually a clear picture emerges. And, well, it looks to be, a bunch of teenagers around, like 3 or 4, and through the lens of the memory, they seem to be considered as friendlies. Not like the cultists you've seen before being used. It's more akin to like a group of friends, essentially. And they're in a bit they're in like a darkened room. There are like some black candles and like a crudely drawn magic circle, which you actually do recognize a little bit, thanks to your research into it. And you recognize it, being somewhat similar to what you saw in like the memories of the vampire, although not quite the same. And yeah,
Is it more detailed?
no, it's just a different circle, essentially. And like it's less precise overall. It's like it didn't seem to have the same kind of professionalism to it, at the very least.
Generally just cruder,
Yes.
but still made out of blood.
No, well, you don't know for sure, but it's red. And and well, knowing how these things usually go, they might have needed to do something edgy to get this thing to activate. But yeah, as you like log on, suddenly a voice emerges. By the way, do you speak Serbian by any chance?
I believe we assume that I know some of it because of the
Ah, yeah,
baby
yeah.
mama.
But you don't actually speak it. Okay. But yeah, you hear like a voice like thundering almost, and they're like you know these people like in the memory are just being scared out of us out of a sudden kind of not expecting this thing to work. And well, and like essentially like speaks to them for a while, and then the memory fades. One of the impressions you got though from this meeting was a mixture of like fear, but also like a sense of accomplishment. A sense of accomplishment that you did not see in the faces of the other kids. Their presence. They just seem to be
Okay.
scared.
Okay. Um, could I maybe, since I've seen that and know he summoned a couple more times, like, could I do like an irritate effect to grab hold of like the summoning circle, like as like an anchor to maybe find more memories? I know that's it's hard to explain.
I mean, isn't like I guess we could use like the what's it called, the thing for what's it called again? Like the recall thing.
Yeah. I do
Uh
have times three, so I could if you want to boost it.
yeah, I mean it would be helpful, I think. No, that's necromancy, martial arts, energy work. Hmm. This book is so fucking unwieldy. It's incredible. Blah. Tattoo with mind 3. Sure, so like a level 3 effect.
Okay. That would be difficulty 7.
Hmm. Let's say like your successes will determine like how long you can retain the memory.
Okay. Burn a willpower. Thank God I burned a willpower.
Well, that's not a botch, but you do.
If I didn't burn a willpower, that was a botch.
Yes, exactly. But still, that was a bit of a problem to you, as that's only one turn, which probably is not that useful to you. Like you quickly feel the memory already slipping.
I gotta use what I got. I like. Isn't. Oh yeah, that's not. Yeah, no, there was no other bad effects from it, just a fail, right?
I mean, it's not a fail; it's a success.
Oh yeah, it's a success. Well,
Yeah.
anyways, yeah. Jump to whatever I can find from that.
Mm. Alright, well,
It's not like still on a timetable on this. It's
yeah, like you have like 15 minutes overall, some of which has already passed.
yep.
So yeah, like I mean, you can always try to like try to record it later, anyways. But yeah, well, what's your approach now?
Hop to the next memory.
Okay, what are you looking for?
Can't really be picky. Really, it's they're like I want to follow up on like that feeling of accomplishment.
Alright.
Yeah, go with that.
Feeling of accomplishment. Yeah, sure, you can follow up on that. I'll give you that a
Yeah,
willpower roll,
because
a 6. Yeah.
with like the summoning circle and the feeling of accomplishment, because that's odds are like the next big meeting. Yeah. That's sensible.
Yeah. So go ahead.
Ooh.
Huh. Well, that's enough to navigate. And well, you go back once again. This time not as far back, but still, one of the friends is still there, and it's you see like someone tied up there. It looks like roughly around the same age as that friend. And well, since we're like awake and pretty scared, uh, she's kind of gagged, but still. And then you see like
She. So, so you said she. So female.
yes,
Gotcha.
the woman tied up, and then you see like a knife being lowered from your point of view, and slowly but surely, being pushed into the chest. It looks pretty awkward, and the hand kind of shakes. But
Can I like
yes,
pause it there and like go in closer just to inspect?
sure, give it like another whip roll for that one though. That's 6. Yes.
Ooh.
Well, I guess you cannot pause and inspect, and the memory moves on.
Just imagine the black suits just hear me fart. So imagine that, like this, it's like me just trying to concentrate, but it's just like no.
Yeah, basically. But yeah, you can't, you continue seeing the memory, and as she like struggles as like the knife is being pushed in. But once it pulls out, there's like blood spraying. It's like a huge mess. But shortly thereafter, that voice from before thunders again, and the friend is like clearly scared shitless. But once again, that feeling of accomplishment.
Okay. Um, you keep saying friend, but so can I maybe like try to find if there is like a name strongly associated to that person?
Sure, give me like another willpower roll.
Okay. Might just have to do more torture too.
Huh. Okay, well, you do find a name here. I once again no clue how to pronounce it, but I will put it down in the cultist in the leader notes. And yeah. Well, you have a name. Yeah, you have the name Vladan, maybe
Okay.
Vladan Borisov. Hmm. But yeah, how to proceed from here?
Uh, and that was it for that memory, right?
Or yeah, like essentially just ends up being with what is presumably the demon's voice being projected.
Um, try to pick up on what it was saying.
I mean, I don't think you have the necessary skill for that without magic, I guess. Well, I mean, enlightened science. My bad.
Um, okay, maybe can I lock on to what it said? Just like because can I do like my total recall thing where I can lock that memory in of what it said so I can figure out what it is saying? If it's
Sure.
psychology.
I mean, with psychology, probably not, but you could probably do like a translation at some point. Also,
Yeah, like I'm saying, like like
there's like an option.
memorize what it just said, like the noises, and then put in like an AI to translate it later.
I mean, you can even like do that yourself to some degree. There's like a translation effect somewhere, if I recall
Yeah, I think
correctly.
yeah, I can do yeah, because isn't it like universal language like forces two and life one or something?
Um, Translate languages, Mind 3, and all Mind 3 enforcers to translate it out aloud. Well, so, yeah. But yeah, generally speaking, it's just a Mind 3 effect.
Well, I got that actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, pull that out then.
You can attempt to roll.
You said mine three, so this is gonna be difficulty 7.
Yes.
Ooh.
Afraid not. Uh, well, as you maybe may take an input when translating, but well, like an error doing input, because all you get is a jumbled mess. But yeah, time is running short on the activation. You have maybe time for like one more memory.
Okay. All I can really hope for is that he's done more killing while doing summoning. More killing, more accomplishment,
Sure,
and
probably.
whatever bit the voice. Yeah, so I didn't grab the voice, so I'm like, oh, I can't really use that.
Hmm. I mean, you can,
Ugh.
yeah. You can maybe like follow with that later. But yeah, for now, give it like another willpower roll to 6. Hey.
At least my dice showed up.
Yeah, it did. And well, you do find yourself, you know, once again in the same location. This time it's not some random girl tied up, but instead is Vladan tied up. The voice is
Can you say
already
that again?
instead it's Vladan Borisov tied up.
Oh,
You know,
I thought
heavily
you said
struggling,
died.
eyes panic. But this time, you know, the hand is not shaking while it comes down with the knife. And once again, a stab her in the chest, and and after that, the knife is being pulled out. Once again, it's a huge mess, but there you can take the memory. The guy is dancing and it's
Even
ensuing mess.
dancing?
Yeah, yes,
Okay.
and well, once again, the sense of accomplishment as the voice answers quickly, and you feel that this person is very much overjoyed.
Okay, well, try to do the translate again.
All right, you know the role.
Willpower. I'm running. I will burn a willpower. I'm running very much out of those.
Yeah.
Fuck off, dice.
Ironic.
No, bad dice. What? Why did you do?
Yeah, that's all luck for the session. But yeah, five
Oh,
sisters. That's pretty good. I think.
look at that. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right.
May to be fair, like the dice are sorted.
Trip. I just like it how it's just ones.
But yeah, you get a fair, super accurate translation, and well, I'm not gonna bother doing the exact thing, but essentially, like the what you can only presume to be the demon is congratulating this dude. He's shown his loyalty more than once, and this was his final test. And he promises him, riches. And he tells him about about events of the future, where he can potentially cash in. Positioning is opening up in the ministry, as long as he makes friends with the right people. He tells them where to go to, who to talk to, and what they like. Essentially, it does very much feel like it's a reward, but at the same time, it also feels like he's supposed to be propped up as someone actually useful.
Okay. Yeah, like he's part of like a government or something.
Well, not at that point. It sounds more like this is him, getting his way in, essentially,
Oh yeah, yeah.
with some
They promised to get into like something like that.
yeah. And of course, there's the inevitable cover up. No, for instructions for this kind of stuff. Instructions where to dump the corpse and where to what to do with the evidence, what story to tell. Oh yeah, and, another thing that would be noteworthy. This thing also tells him to eventually take care of his friends, which he happily agrees to. No loose ends essentially.
Like the friends from the original circle.
You can only presume, but that
Okay.
sure just sounds it does sound like it.
Can I do a willpower roll to verify that?
Sure. All right, that's pretty good roll. And yeah, you see like a flash of memories. You know, some of those friends are being sacrificed. Some of those friends having like accidents. You read like a memory of like some reading some newspaper article of like a car crash, and once again a certain sense of accomplishment there. Things falling into place. And as far as you can tell from like the flash memory, that some of these things have been like years apart, but over time.
The one man
Oh,
who was joyful at a funeral.
yeah, yeah, but yeah. Overall, it ends up being all the friends eliminated.
Okay. See, I want to see if I can try to trick him to summoning the demon for me.
Whew. Spicy.
I'm thinking about it in my head.
All right. All right. But
I
yeah, we're now on. We're on.
torture him, like put him in some like Metal Gear Solid simulation of it. I no.
I mean, if you want to, sure. But that was to wait until next session, because we are
Yeah.
already an hour in.
Okay. Yeah. That's fine.
All right.
I really don't have any ideas on how to go about this.
I mean, you have
Besides
time.
that,
Mm. I mean, if you want to come up with new things, you're more than welcome to until next session.
yeah.
Uh, mind. Uh, all right. Next up, yes, I mean, can't eat his brain. All right. Next up, let's see. That's Bacon. I think you have a mission as well.
Oh, good thing I just returned. Currently, it's me now. Right. So, after last session time, did any relevant NPC came with questions for me to ask to the Infiltrator? I know that the players didn't care, so...
Ah, well. For the most part, well, yeah, Nito would be the correct person for this one, since he's the person in charge here, well, in charge of security more or less, or Gribnoy. And he would essentially like just ask you to like milk him as much as you can, and he would particularly interested in like the local operations. But he also tells you that he doubts that there's like too much that can be gained from him. Like ideally, someone like that wouldn't know too much. But yeah, like he basically just wants like local operations. What would I know about it?
Right, yeah, I kind of already asked about that. I know about their small location that he came from, like his base of operations, that he doesn't know about other infiltrators, the general equipment of the place.
Mm.
In
Okay.
Allied, he would have been informed he he's a regular Nordic that was altered by other Nordics, not by the Nordic Jakob. He's made by the creations, not the creator. That's why his transformation is so scuffed. But he comes from the base Nordic combat type. The one with some wolf to it.
Yeah. So he actually they just put like they wanted to put a different skin on him and then send him out.
Well, as I don't seem to have any other uses to him, we can start getting Redmer banned from Twitch.
That's fine. Nobody watched anyway. But yeah, let's go. What's
Please remove the Griffin from the experiment table.
Alright, and I presume the infiltrator you want on it.
Yep.
Up, I guess. Oh yeah, during the before you get started properly, Kelly would at some point inform you that that Sam O'Neill is talking to the Nordics, the ones that that are living in your base.
Oh.
Seems like
Interesting.
seems like they stood out a bit, and now essentially I'm giving them the rundown on how to be a person.
Alright, yeah, that's interesting. I will ask him later what was his impression about finding them, how weird they looked and act. Okay, I would completely tie up the infiltrator to the table. And I would just stop giving him the anesthetics so he slowly starts to wake up.
Okay. And well, I guess we have to wait a bit. But yeah, he sort of wakes up again, and
Yeah, when he's like in the time as we wait, we can just prepare the theatrics. We put a blinding light on him. We just get like some of those those separator things that hospitals have, but we get white ones instead of blue, so all he can see is with his like limited head movement is a bright ceiling and white walls. Because he acted like a cunt to me. So we are going to slowly break him while also making educative.
Alright, perfect, perfectly doable. yeah, she like prepare, and he eventually wakes fully up and well, curses you. Like once he's like fully aware of where he's at, like promises vengeance from his master, and he's just the first of many, and so on and so forth. Nothing too much of substance, but you know, he too has theatrics to keep up.
Yeah, I just like. Let's start again. What was your serial number? Let's see if it's really working.
All right, and he well, gives you his serial number, and you see like a grim look of determination on his face.
Nah, I'm just joking. I didn't give you more serum. Today it's different thing. You see, we have little Mushy here. She's still inexperienced. So today she's going to learn how to properly analyze a body while still living. Because sometimes you can't really learn about some different creatures with their dead, unless you are someone extremely good at things like me. So don't worry. I'm very good at healing, so you will not die. You will wish you were dead, but you will not die.
And you know, Mashi puts like a finger on his chest and says, "Thank you for your cooperation." And you know, she says she appreciates all he will do for her.
Uh, well, Moshe, let's start. Your first objective would be I want you to open him and get like all his digestive system outside without rupturing anything, so you can still see it somewhat working.
All right. No, yeah. Give me like a intelligence medicine at an 8 for Mashi.
Right. She's going to use one of her 2 willpower points for this.
All right. Well, that's something. And well, Mashi starts working. You can tell, like you know, she probably has like some experience, you know, with like you know dead things, or maybe like small animals at best. But like a human-sized creature is a little bit beyond her, and she like almost messes up a few times, and just you know, but eventually you know things are piled up. There are like some unnecessary cuts, but at least you know it doesn't look fatal right away. And well, I think I should also make a roll for this dude. To not lose his shit. Because well, I do think that's a pretty brutal thing, mentally speaking.
So remember everyone, Vyacheslav was made to be an evil character. He's a fucking psychopath. It's just that accidentally he's also a very good friend that likes to help people that share his disturbed vision.
I mean, we are also all psychopaths. More like a brotherhood of just psychopaths.
All right, and well, you see him like You see like panic, but he still seems to be able to recall his serial number without too much mess ups. Too much of a mess up. Seems to be like kind of becoming the thing that keeps him sane.
Right? With that, well, Mashi, that's a possible grade. You almost fucked up a few times, but for first time doing this, great result. Now, like most things in life, take it apart is harder, is actually easier than put it all back together. So now you need to do the opposite and just try to put things back together.
I'm just gonna ask how much does it need to be exactly as before, or just working?
Well, the closest possible of how it was originally, it would be like a grade. So if you get everything back perfectly, that's top score. But sometimes I like rewarding points for creativity. So if you want to be artistic and rearrange the insides in a way that still works, but I don't know, looks interesting, or I guess I can also give points for that.
All right. I guess no, that would be definitely a call for difficulty 9 here. Make it perfect.
Right? So 5, 9. Oh, you actually did it. No willpower spent.
Hmm. Alright, very nice. And yeah, she puts it back together. Well, that's not enough for being artistic about it. It does look pretty much like it was before. A few a few more like what's it, like strings in there than more strings in there than before, but overall, yeah, that's definitely how it's roughly supposed to be.
Right. Yeah, I'd say congratulations. Everything is in proper place. What to do next? Hmm.
Might I make a suggestion?
Yes.
Well, if you don't need his like mental faculties anymore, you could try to see like stimulating his brain by
Yes, I was thinking about if like we already go to the brain, or if you try to do something else before. I know what is going to be the final challenge. You are going to do a heart transplant on him. But yes, we could go for the brain. Uh, I I think it would be very interesting and test on some different skills. And I just get the buzzsaw. I pass it to her.
Okay, well, I think that calls for another roll at this point. See when he breaks, especially with the buzzsaw coming. Yeah, no, full blown panic. He stops like reciting his like serial number, and he just struggles against the restraints to no avail. You know about their strength, so yeah, you probably got strong enough restraints for that. But they do, make some noises, I said, like, hold them back. Not sure what exactly you use, but for certain the material is being tested out. Alright, and well, do you want Moshi to do the cutting?
Yes,
Okay.
she's going to cut his brain out.
Okay.
Oh, not out, just take the skull cap off so we can poke the brains.
Alright. Very delicate job. First time doing. I saw like how much strength does Moshi have? 3. Okay, that's actually pretty decent. So yeah, give me like another intelligence medicine, but this one at a 7. Oh, based. Yeah, she
She has book learning.
Oh, yeah, I guess I would apply. That's most stuff would be theoretical for now still. But yeah, she like removes the skull cap. If almost and it dances Grace. And it's
Well, good job on that. That is a very precise line. Huh. Have you been training cutting heads open?
well, that not brains in particular, but I've been trying to I've learned to cut things. We got those weird mice-like things from Gripnoi, which are very good for testing. They have they're like very small, but but they're like easy to get and breed. So I was able to go through a lot of them.
Very good, very good.
So what do we do now?
Well, yeah, I would just take some reference on like previous brains, Nordic brains that I experimented on, and you see, we're going to put these, and I just take some like what's the name? Thing used to on clothes, like to make them needles. Yeah, I would take some like needle-like electrodes,
Mm-hmm.
and I just show her like the picture. You're going to put like these two on those part of the brain, and with a small current, it should be able to have him have some spasms on his legs.
All right. Well, since you're instructing, won't be too hard. So just intelligence, medicine at a 6. See like how well she like placed them in. Oh, it is good enough. Like, she just sticks them in. And then looks at you, waiting for the command.
But let's start with just a few. I think the brain is microamps or picoamps. I don't remember. I guess like picoamps.
I don't know, out of character.
Right. Transcranial direct current simulation. That's an actual thing. What is the current that they It's on the outside, but 22 milli. I know like through the heart, some microamps can make it stop.
Huh. Really, this little? That's not good.
Yeah, like the heart is very sensitive. Yeah. Yeah, well, let's start with like a few microamps, then we can increase. See how long it takes until this part he can't move his legs anymore.
Alright. Well, let's see. He has like how much stamina? 4. Well, I guess let's just go on like roll his stamina. And like how much he can take. Alright, I'm not especially because he's generic, but yeah. It doesn't take.
No, yeah, the heart is milliamps, like 5 milliamps. That's where it was less. Right,
Alright.
so is this not spasming, or that means that he's not a cripple?
Oh, he's not a cripple. Okay, that seems to be here. Reset immediately.
I will just increase the strength and one other pulse.
Alright, increase strength. Oops. Not like this. Oh. Well, it's just a fail. But yeah, like the leg starts violently spazzing. Twisting, and if it was for the restraints, like he would have seriously hurt himself. And well, at this point, he would be basically resorting to screaming. Would you put a stop to that?
Yes, I will put something on his mouth.
Alright.
Uh, where is the dirty oil sock? Ah, here it is.
Stuff a dirty oil sucker in his mouth, and the scream becomes muffled.
Well, Machine noted out the current needed to actually get improper spasms. Which part of the body would you want to move?
She like looks them all over, and then points at the eyes. Well, one eye in particular, the right one.
That would be much more precise. And yeah, I would just give her the instructions where to poke.
All right. Yeah. I guess it's still like the same difficulty. So intelligence, medicine is 6. Based. And yeah, this time she actually finds it even quicker. and sticks it in exactly where it needs to be. And then I see already like this dude's eyes start twitching. And oh, you also see like some tears coming out of it. Like running down from the side of his face.
Oh, that's interesting. Now, taking the opportunity, like, he already has his brain open. So, I don't see why not. Why shouldn't we do that? So, congratulations, Mush. You are going to be the first mushroom to do a lobotomy on a Nordic.
Alright. Lobotomy on a Nordic. Huh. No, I presume you're gonna give her 8, but it's still gonna be like it's a brain surgery. And when you say like lobotomy, what like to what extent do you want to go? Like what level of functionality would you want to remain of him afterwards?
mean, there's only one thing lobotomy does. Now I'm looking at pictures and they do through the fucking eye, like psychopaths. I suppose Nordic being similar, it also needs to be done through the eye, because it's actually like on the front part of the brain, not the back part, so you can't access from the outside.
Alright, sure, but that does sound pretty difficult, to be honest.
Yes. Like, fuck.
Yeah, what the most messed up part about this is, like, the Nordic understands what you're instructing her to do.
No, this is one being done from the back or from the front. I can't tell. It's someone bald. It could be front, could be back, and you never know. Fucking bald people.
But yeah, as I like, try to figure out the best way. Like the Nordic seems to like kinda lose it even more, and he like pisses himself. Like something about the prospect of being lobotomized scares him to an immense extent.
Yeah, apparently, like, the most efficient way is through the ice pick in the eye. That's well, if they could do that in the fucking 40s, I can do that with better technology.
Hmm.
Yeah, for that we're going to need him to be a bit high, so he just don't move. I just open a bit more, open a bit the anesthetics drop onto his bloodstream, and while we wait, let's get the proper tools. And I return with the very long and thin ice pick to put through his fucking eye.
Oh my god. And Mashi, asks to like hold it, get a feel for the weight.
I give to her, like, just start explaining the angles. I take again pictures of the brain. I just measure his face and his skull shape to know exactly like where she should do it. Also appreciating his uh very prevalent Indo-Aryan skull shape, of course.
Oh my god. Okay, well, the latter part is kind of lost on him. As, well, I don't think he is really, like he's already in full-blown panic mode, and he is also, being sedated at the same time. I don't think there's much left of him at this point. I can appreciate, just these fine details. But yeah, I guess it's the thought that counts. And yeah, he's ready. And Mashi
And
waits for your
I
order.
suppose that would be another 9.
Yep. It's the
Okay,
first time after all.
Yeah, I see that she's very excited. I guess she would use her last willpower point and put her all into this.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking shit. It's perfect.
It is. It really is. Her first lobotomy, and You know, she aced it like a pro. Yes, like a pro, and well, you know, you can't see like, you know, all the results just yet before he wakes up again. But at least from your, you know, your professional perspective, pretty banger job.
Mashi, that was an extremely good job. You should let know. You look very tired, but congratulations. That was perfect. Ignoring your initial cuts, you were a bit nervous, but after that, everything was done in a very, very high quality.
Thank you. I have tried my hardest, but I think I'm done here.
Don't worry, I will just put him back together, and tomorrow we can come and see how the lobotomy will affect him.
She gives like a, you know, tired but happy smile. And yeah, well, she is a celebrant, and I think she did a lot of celebrating today. So, not on a willpower point, but for at least for now, she'll be useless.
Yep.
Alright, very nice. Very fucking nice.
Well, just put him back together, and I actually put him in a lower sedative dose now instead of the nearly crippling
Mhm.
dose I had before, because I actually want him to survive. Accidentally turned into a new experiment. Let's see if you can break the Nordic mind control with lobotomy.
Honestly, like, death would have been the better option for him. For sure. But yeah, you know, once you're done, like Carrie like calms you and tells you that uh, that apparently like chief of security went for the went for the Nordic outpost, but it turns out that they had already left at that
What a
point.
pity.
Yeah, and you know, interesting part that she like notes is that they've done some you know so some you know investigation, and turns out that these people apparently left before the Nordic Invitator got captured. So you know, there's a good chance that they might have just dumped him.
Was a suicide mission.
Yeah, in a way.
Okay. Yeah, with that done and everything clean, that problem is solved. Do I have any other very pressing issues appearing on my lap today?
Not really. There's like the most pressing thing was you getting the update, and the rest was just free time, I suppose. But I guess the festival also
Right.
successfully concluded.
Right, and with that, I would just like to quickly call Samonil.
Alright, sure. Let's call Ceremonial. Where is the thing? I really miss the extension, but sadly it fucking broke every few days, which was quite unbearable.
Well, you should try to have it back on. It's been a long time since the last broke for me.
Alright, I mean, maybe. But yeah, for now, feel free to drag yourselves out.
All I do there.
It is me, the big chair.
Well, you're being contacted by Vicious Love.
Hello, Vicious Love. What can I do for you?
Well, just something very quick. I had a report that you ended up meeting my Nordic agents. What was your opinion on them? I made them look human. They will try to integrate themselves into normal society. What was first impression? How much are they being able to mingle in?
First impressions. I'll be rather honest. I almost killed them. You and other security personnel vanished, and suddenly two unknown people disappear or attempt to in the crowd. They need better training to interact with people. That is like every stereotypical red flag possible. However, once I was able to take them in and expose them somewhat more to more contained elements, we'll say, they seemingly started to get along rather well with people. They are still. They still have to understand the more nuances. I almost said of us human of you humans. That's not the right way to phrase that. Of us humans, specific things like that and whatnot, and their odd skittishness. I don't really know where that comes from. But all in all, I think with probably enough exposure therapy and a few other actual sit-downs and talks with them, more or less, they will probably be incredibly useful and capable of just being with normal humans in some capacity. Whether or not they will stand up to specific conventions is another question entirely. But on Grimnoid, they would potentially blend in.
It's their objective. I've gave them the opportunity of do whatever they want with their life. It's good. I was counting on, well, I made them look Norwegian, and we all know that Norwegian people are all a bit weird. So I was hoping they could only pass as that weird European people, considering most of our residents are from America or like Africa.
From the observation I was able to ascertain before I spotted the oddities of them darting at that particular time, they seem to have, again, besides the skittiness, be living up to that in some capacity. If I may inquire, do you know why they are so skittish?
Well, their society is a bit weird. Well, I have an entire report on it. Let me just find it. They just have a very weird society. You know, imagine Canadian stereotype. So they have a very polite, post-scarcity, peaceful society. Probably their culture doesn't fit well with the more aggressive styles we have here.
And we're letting them interact with a bunch of Africans on Grimnoid.
Well, that's best way to learn is with these cases. And besides that, we should also remember that they are two aliens trying to pass as humans, and it's kind of us humans' fault that their civilization got genocided. Well, us humans, it's mostly me, but same thing, honestly.
Go away, Rodhammer. Let the intrusive thoughts win. don't know. That's more. I understand that. Rather, I'm thinking of on probably the next couple trips, if you would permit, interacting more with them, seeing if. Oh, all right. Neat, but also disgusting. Give war a chance, and now we are paying for it. Well, accidental collapsing of societies is what we in the Union tend to do on occasion. We don't tend to try it, though, but that is life.
Well, it was not really accidental. I wanted to kill all of them. I just didn't expect that some of them would survive and create all the trouble we are having today.
Oh, it's far easier to justify it in the budget if it was accidental. And that's all that matters, whether or not it was actually intentional. Yeah, but yeah, I, with your permission, would like to interact with them a bit more on and off my trips to Grimnoid.
Oh, feel completely free. It would be very good if they started interacting with other humans besides myself. Honestly, I'm the only proper human on my base. Well, Kelly's human, but looks like a lizard now.
So like you could very clearly see Sam's face, like with an eyebrow, like thinking like, no, last I checked, Kelly was a human technically, or was at some point. Hmm.
Well,
That
It would be good for them interacting with normal humans. I think I'm a bit autistic sometimes. Might be a bad influence.
I don't see that out of you. I see the stereotypical the normal focus of a progenitor. No autism included. How what if I may ask, what caused you and the rest to dart off suddenly during the meeting?
Oh, didn't you get it? Here, I'll resend you the email. But we captured a Nordic infiltrator that was carrying explosives and was going to do like a suicide attack, like he was from ISIS or something.
Oh, right.
Yeah. We captured him. I made some truth serum. We interrogated him. Got everything we could. He was abandoned. We already sent the chief of security already went to his supposed forward base, but it was empty and abandoned a long time ago. So they just left him to die. And I just know I had a machine do a vivisection on him, and to finish off, we lobotomize him. It went very well.
Oh, it went very well. Was she the one leading the operation, or was it you?
No, she did everything. I just told her what to do.
Oh, pass on my congratulations with her. I know that's a rather important thing for fledglings in that convention.
Indeed, I'm very proud.
Just two really bad people. Just good job. Now that I think about it, it is rather strange that they are able to have this much resources even after their society has more or less supposedly started collapsing. I wonder where they're storing it all.
Well, from what I gather in the interrogation, they are like only one part of their society. So there's still other super scientists that are like 1,000-year-olds making traveling around, and they went apparently they were on Gribenoy before us or something because on their base it's big and they are constantly like printing more Nordics. Just look at these numbers, and I sent the interrogation info like with the approximate number of spaceship tanks, artillery pieces, and troop units. It's a very big number.
okay. Yeah.
That is in fact a very big. Are we? How long do you think it is until they utilize that?
I don't know. I just hope that I'm ready with my own clone factory before that.
And this is the base that is still operational by then?
What?
I said that this base is the one that he's from.
Um, well, he
Or is it a
was
different
just
one?
created. He didn't know anything, and his former
Oh, okay.
base
So
it
it's different. Okay.
was literally just a small groupment near our town, where they had like 10 Nordics, one AAPs, and some things hidden.
Oh, good heavens. Well, yeah, I do hope. What is the main hopeback at this point now for the cloning operations, considering what we are potentially
Uh,
facing?
well, actually, we are very ahead of schedule.
Hmm.
It was to take some more time to make it, but mostly the only issue is that they only have the basic indoctrination. Like they're only one step, so they're not fit for operations outside of Gribnoi. But
Hmm.
here it should be enough.
Okay. Well, that is well, we can only hope that will be enough if push comes to shove ahead of schedule. Then.
Yeah, it's quite lucky that I already had the plans to make my own super fast growing army to fight against this threat.
Have I ever said how strange it is to hear that you have these cloning ideas and Hyde has this weird obsession with droids?
Well, it's perfectly natural.
It is it really?
I mean, yes, don't you want to have your own army
No,
of mass product cheap units that could overwhelm all your enemies?
no, I'm something more of the quality over the quantity type. Why have 100 when you could make one that needs like 101 to rip it apart? You know?
Well, look how well that went on the eastern front of World War II.
Well, if I do remember something, that's Albert Dahmer gets fucking demon data. Well, if I do remember well, that also was just really bad leadership. That the Union totally, you see his eyes roll, totally does not have in any capacity.
No, no, that's more than modern lies. The leadership was actually pretty decent. It was just lack of resources to keep an elite crew, while the enemy could mass produce cheap units and overwhelm them.
Did they not? Did they not break away an army group meant to go get those resources and sent them on more or less to their deaths when they couldn't get said reinforcements to them?
At that point, even if went well, they were already getting fucked. Realistically, the invasion of the Soviet Union should have happened a few years before for it actually work.
I will unfortunately have to go with you on that. My four, I'm not very well versed beyond a mere high school esque education in that particular field. The actual battle, sure, I have some understanding of the tactics used, but not the overall arcing conflict.
Ah, you went to American high school, correct?
Yes, I went to American Public High School.
Ah, so you had trip to Holocaust Museum.
No,
No, that's weird. I had heard from my American friends that was very common to go to the
yeah,
Holocaust Museum.
it was. However, I was sick that day.
Ah,
They were very adamant on me going. However, I was sick, and my parents told me no. He told them no. He is sick, and so I stayed home.
well, I think you didn't miss anything.
Well, to be fair, in hindsight, we more or less have our own version of the museum now with the dimensional anomaly. a lot of But yes, no, I wonder if we will get our own. I wonder if we'll get our own monuments erected for the amount of lives lost
Hmm.
from the dimensional anomaly. I know we have a slab. I know at least at my base, I have a slab dedicated to the fallen so far from here, which is none.
Let's be honest. We're not getting a budget for monuments.
Well, if we contact Hyde, I'm sure once he finally finds the scrap, which seems to be a thing that we lack very much, we can commission him in some capacity to set up a monument for all the brave lives of value lost on Grimnoid and Ceres.
Hmm. Yeah, that's true. We need to build a statue for our great friend, uh, Marcel Ashley. He was a great guy.
Uh, Out of character. Who was that, Bacon?
He was one of the NPCs from the starting base.
Ah.
He was like the security guy,
Oh,
and
the only guy that died on Ceres so far. Okay.
yep, eventually was possessed by the spooky Egyptian skeleton and shit.
Oh. Hmm.
Yeah, I think he's the only person that actually died.
I know I almost died on Ceres twice so far, but I think I'm the only one that's almost died like that, actually.
No, I came close.
Oh, were you crippled too?
Yeah.
No,
But
okay.
there was the time on the I am vicious lava also died with the fighting the fucking uh what's the name? Dreadnought ship. Where
Oh,
he just used the kill all life inside the weapon and put everyone that failed the willpower onto cripple with Ag. It was very fun.
Jesus Christ, that's
The
horrible.
only time my character nearly died was on that Nordic colony ship. I literally had to fight barehanded to survive.
Yeah.
Hmm. But yes, oh yes, I don't know if you were aware, actually Bacon, was he there for the church conversation with the one guy?
Yes, I was there with
Okay,
the church talk.
I'm sorry, I'm tired.
Yeah, actually, I could approach. Oh yes, on the subjects of we were having before. What is your religion, Mister Samonil? Are you Catholic?
um, I am a loose practitioner of Catholicism, correct?
You see, I was thinking, with the church going on Gribnoi, it's probably going to be one of those disgusting Protestant churches, you know? And it really hurts my soul. So to do some side community services, I was thinking on bringing a monastery. So we have uh, some monks that help the community. We could have like an orphanage and a cemetery service all together and take care of it.
Hmm. Yes, I could see the value of that, and I would rather hope. Oh, no, that's right. Well, no, he said it was persons and Catholics. I just what if I may ask, Vicious Law, what is are you a practitioner of the one true God of a god?
Well, I'm a proud Serbian Orthodox.
Ah,
Don't go to church very. Since I left my homeland, there weren't any on America, but I still do God's work every day.
as I can see. I do not. I'll be honest. I do not know much of the difference between Serbian Orthodoxy and mainstream Orthodoxy.
There is basically no difference. It's just that we, instead of, the big head of the religion is a guy in Russia, we have a guy in Serbia.
Oh, that. Sam just blinks a bit like that's like like a cardinal or an archbishop, or do you mean like the actual head?
No, yeah, actual head. Like,
Oh,
the Pope was a patriarch that, well, had the entirety of Western Europe, but
hmm,
technically still a patriarch. So, like, you also have the one from Constantinople, well,
yes.
Istanbul these days, and one in Jerusalem, and then you have one in Serbia.
Oh, very well. Actually, now that I think about it, are you going to be pushing for a patriarch of Gribnoid?
No, it needs to be have like a lot of tradition or a large population to have one. Like, even America is still struggling to get one for themselves, and like for all of North America.
Hmm. Interesting. Oh, was not aware of that fact. I thank you. Yeah, no, I'll be honest. If I see any of those mega churches going up, I will be attempting to cut some budget funding from them if possible. Wombat Redomer.
Hmm.
I absolutely despise those.
Well, yeah, that's why I was planning on having a monastery.
Well, I will gladly work with you in that endeavor. Grimnoid must not be just a soulless place.
Indeed, we need to bring the heart of community.
What one way or another, indeed.
Well, I guess that's everything. It was very good talking with you, Mr. O'Neill.
It's good to hear from you, Viciouslaw. Do be safe.
Alright, goodbye.
Hmm.
Radimir, be safe. We only talk about Holocaust 2 times while we are away.
Oh my god.
Don't worry, it's okay though. Sam never went to the museum. He was sick on those days. Every single one.
Hmm. By the way, not sure. Like, do you guys have like some tradition to go like to those kinds of museum in America and Brazil? Like, you probably don't. You don't have like historical sites, but I do know at least America has has some museums.
We don't have any of those here.
Yeah, no, they totally they're like, oh yeah, no, like you should. It's like a day out of class. We drive up and we get to see how bad it is, and they get to tell us how horrible it is. But everybody's like, yeah, we're out of school for like a whole day. Nobody actually really cares. They're just out of class, and that's what's they're happy about.
Understandable. Because those kind of things are like mandatory for us. But yeah,
You guys see the wooden doors at the museum.
well, we don't. No, we drive like actual like historical sites. We don't go to like all the way to Poland, but there are like a few camps inside of Germany.
You don't go all the way to Poland? Well, yeah, because the last time you were there, it wasn't good for anybody.
imagine like thousands and thousands of like students showing up in Poland and be like, yo, here's our history, and before it's like, But yeah, I'm thankful that we didn't go to Poland. I don't. It's just for the Polish. Anyway, before I like get myself banned, if anyone was listening, but yeah, I go and say we move on to the next person.
Yep, Vyacheslav is done.
One. It's Emps.
Yeah, the guy back in the bus, they go, wee!
So, how is everybody doing?
So, I'm guessing you want to know what my first action is.
Well, yes.
Okay. Get that squid out of my face. Hell no. So, I wrote it down. Since there were 5 giant ass squids, I can't fight with my out-of-date model ship, because my ship is out of date.
I mean, even if it was just one, you couldn't.
I'm trying to make it sound brave,
Hmm.
Then it should.
Also, it was only
So-
4 on total, I think. At least according to my notes.
Oh, fair enough. 4, 5. They were big. I ain't gonna fight that. I can wait another day.
Actually, yeah, it's only 4. The screen's still up. But yeah.
So, let's try. Let me get my character sheet. Let me take a look at the 2 things. I'm blocked from getting the other scrap. I have to try something else.
Mm-hmm. Well, you also wanted to do something about that, that core you have.
Oh, the asteroid thing. Yeah.
No, I meant like the AI unit.
Oh, yeah, I need to request. I need to send an email to Bacon if I could request those Nords to come
Hmm.
to help me out.
Yeah, last time they were like locked up in a scene with allies, so it would be
Indeed.
very awkward.
Yep.
It's okay, I'll be back for them.
But at least they'll have a reason to run.
But must scrap.
I'm not fighting 5 squids for you.
I would.
Well, that's that then. But yeah, anyways, so Bacon, are you still here?
Yes.
Like presumably, I think you have given already given you a green light for getting the Nordics to EMS for a project. I think.
Yeah, like it was related to the orb thing, right?
Yes.
Yup.
Yeah. We then even had like a video chat about that. So yeah, if you want them to do more consulting close to it, feel free to take them.
Yup.
Right.
Because I don't speak Nordic. They speak Nordic. They're the only 2 people who can help.
All right. Perfect then. What's a good place to do this?
In the depths of hell. What?
Well, you're already kinda at the depths of hell in a way.
Doing humanity.
Well, feel free to drag yourself out, and I'm gonna see about this thing being here.
Check my note. I believe I built a receiver for that thing.
Yes, you
'Cause-
did.
Because it got me a -2 difficulty. Yes. I did. Hello?
Oh, this is by the way the first time seeing them as like a new appearance.
Raises an eyebrow. Just looks at the report. How long was this surgery, Rodoma, in game?
I don't know exactly. It was like 1 or 2 days ago, I think, in game.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it was like 2 days ago.
Well, a lot has changed in 2 days. So, forgot their names now. We don't. Don't barely speak.
I mean, cannot see like the name tags.
Stephen Gorbrand.
Yes.
So, hello, Stephen Gorbrand. You probably know the reason why I requested you to my base. As I probably like insert the receiver. You're going to help me when it comes to diagnosing this AI unit to see any information can be traced from the Nordic colony ship.
And well, actually, Sif would be the one talking. Well, we're more than happy to help. But I think I'm the most qualified between the two of us. I've worked with a similar device before.
How so in terms of similarity?
I mean, I don't know the exact inner workings, but I believe that's energy and energy control and refinement unit. We we had them at the heart of the ship. We were actually working with it when we got captured. Actually, like, looks a bit awkward at when she says that.
Okay, you know. Alright, moving on. So, in terms of the receiver I build it to the best specification I can for this unit. But we're just gonna have to, well, you're gonna have to try and activate it to see if it works with this receiver. Since I'm not very well versed in, let's just say, Nordic technology.
And what does the receiver actually do?
Analyze information, e.g., in case there's any form of hiccups remaining. Any sort of flawed or damaged code that is, let's just say, prevalent.
I see. Okay,
Because this thing was an evil, well, a ED entity did control this once upon a time. So I would need to see how extensive the damage is to potentially mark it either in terms of its threat levels.
okay, it's essentially just protection. I understand, I think.
Yes, it's just security and protection. So,
Okay. And well, so what exactly do you want us to do? Do you want to do the analysis, or do you want us to help you with your analysis?
well, I'd like you to interact with it, if that's the first thing first, to see if it can boot it up. Because I have a feeling this AI will not be able to speak my language if I was to activate it. So, I probably turns on the receiver, and I'm going to assume the AI turns on.
All right. I put it in. Connect all the parts. And I guess give me a luck die.
Let's see. I rolled 20, refreshed, lovely.
Oh, very nice.
And lovely.
And yeah,
Yes.
it turns on without a hitch. And you hear like a faint humming sound. And Sif says that looks like it worked. She like carefully walks up to it. Says, if you don't mind.
That is fine. As Hyde looks at the data code and just to see any hitches go off.
Hmm. Well, things look fine. It is sending out like requests. Essentially trying to figure out where it is.
So requests.
Yeah, like
Is
yeah,
it-
you know, in like a Nordic protocol. But you can't tell exactly what those requests are, but you do know for certain that those are requests.
Okay. And I asked who's I probably would ask Sniff what her name is, just to say what is it requesting?
Yeah, at least as far as I know, these a device like this is you just put it in and it works. And it looks like concentrates for a bit and says I think in your language you say they are plug and play.
Okay.
And so they try to figure things out and then try to integrate themselves into the systems.
See. Ceredom, let's begin the analyzation. Because I'm probably going to see, I'm going to go through like the basic tech, how much RAM, how much memory space, if it has like a health bar.
You want to go for like that kind of stuff? Sure, you can give like a self-analysis. And I guess suppose
Because I will be requesting Gorbrand or Sniff to give me a hand to figure this out.
did you just call her Sniff?
Sorry.
Okay. At least for this
See.
At least for this scene, I'm gonna do this.
I do apologize, Steve.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I just find it funny. She's no Sniff for the scene.
Sniff.
But yeah, sure. She can give you a hand with that. Especially, yeah. I said, no, she knows language, she knows the tech itself, even worked with this device. And yeah, she's just gonna show you like a quick command. Like you wouldn't need to roll for it. To like bring up the specs for it.
Okay. What are the general specs? Boy.
At least as far as you can tell, it has like similar capabilities in terms of like memories and stuff like that. At least on like computer side, I guess. Similar to like Bendy. While the AI itself seems to be let's see. Actually, no. Let me like check how much it actually has in comparison to Bendy. But yeah, I think like at least the hardware itself is, at least in this regard, is on par with Bendy's. Although it does have like some extra capabilities, which are not found in US systems essentially. Particularly the part where they where it's like very good at at working with energy.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. It is like less socially apt than Bendy, but it is slightly more intelligent, and it also has like a bit more technological expertise, I suppose. At least that's what Sif would tell you. But yeah, like main features of it are definitely being able to work with energy. Like, you see like you see like a bunch of, part of the specs. You see like what Sif explains to be like ways to like funnel energy through it and and like ways to like manipulate the energy that goes through this unit.
Holy shit. Hyde is like, Hyde's not gonna, be internal. Hyde's like, holy crap, that's actually quite impressive. If they would do a perception empathy, they would probably get the idea.
Mm.
But it's just like, huh, that's quite a add-on.
Yeah, I actually go so further to explain that this unit has been made for something like this. They're made to control like vast outputs of energy. Usually, like almost exclusively in a colony ship of the size what you've seen before. Like it shaves off like a lot of like need for power usage, and even to at least even the ship wouldn't probably not even work correctly. Like it doesn't generate power by itself, of course, but it makes the energy flow like stable, like more efficient. Almost no matter like where it's being put in. That the most efficient way to use this thing is of course in like a high energy facility.
So high voltage, sort of like let's just say a power plant, for example.
Yeah, for example, like there's like a theoretical limit on like how much it can handle, but that is a more theoretical thing. Like as long as you don't try to hook up multiple things, it should be fine-ish. And at worst it needs like some cycles to like essentially adjust like energy flow to be like perfect, essentially to adjust to it. But yeah, it will eventually get it right. And what's also worth noting about this ability is that it can not only like just go for like voltage, but also can work on primal energy.
Wow. Okay, that's actually quite good. So it's heavily primal. It's heavily energy AI. Okay. Now, to do something, since I'm doing this investigation, could I do an analytical? I could probably guess if I was to plug it into the base, it'll override Bendy, because that'd be like the biggest threat when it comes to it.
That depends on how your the network is like set up and like how the systems are connected. If Bendy tries to interfere with like the energy or like controls the energy, then it would try to like override it, but not with like malicious intent, but rather
So
like
just say back off.
yeah, we're kind of like trying to seize control over it and requesting permissions to like have higher clearance and stuff like that. It won't brute force it. It's more like a gentle integration, and we'll probably ask for security permission, security permissions in general from like people that can do it. Like it won't try to make its own security clearance and stuff like that.
Okay, so fair enough. So I'm just writing this down for, the official paperwork in case someone asks what the threat level truly is. So, So, as we probably go further into the analytical research of this energy control and refinement unit, what was its last memory cache, e.g., what was its last, let's just say, image it remembers before waking up? Because it could just be an audio clip, a soundbite, heck, it could just be ones and zeros, technically.
Alright, well, she's gonna try something. Oh, actually pretty successful. And Sif, says she has an idea of what to do. There should be like some black box functionality there. And, well,
Hmm.
it's not like a proper memory. It's more like a log in a way.
Yeah, like a login book, normally.
Yeah. And, well, like finds
Tell
it and says, it's somewhat corrupted. From what she can tell. Not in the sense that it's full of demons, but more like in the sense of it's
data log.
well, yeah, like damaged data essentially. But there are like a few interesting points on it. Essentially, it turns out that this thing has been like plugged in, and apparently like it has reached like it doesn't like like the best way to translate would be like corruption levels, I guess, like critical corruption levels, and then it has been like essentially like switched out and put into storage after that.
Suddenly switched up.
Well, it reached like no, it wasn't exactly sudden. It was more like
Gradual.
yeah, like the gradual like the corruption like built up to critical levels, and then they like switch it out.
Okay. As he turns towards Steve to be like, do you know? Well, I'm not sure how your protocols would work, but I'm assuming you do weekly operational checks just to see if it's not overbilled, such things.
I mean,
Or was,
I didn't
or,
even
or,
I didn't
or
even
was it
know. Actually, tells her that I didn't even know that I had like this was that this corruption was even a thing. We were not really working on that. We were basically just monitoring the energy output. This is a hidden functionality.
Could you ask it, what was the last subordinate interaction?
Sure, and she points at the log, and here it is, and it's like the command to like disconnect.
So the last subordinate interaction was disconnect. Lovely.
Well, that does tell you like one thing. That this thing was the cooperative at the point where they deemed it worth removing.
Okay. It's actually quite. Huh. I'm just typing this information down, so. Very cooperative. I'm assuming they didn't, in terms of the command, they didn't give no pictures or names or login icon or codes.
And didn't give any codes, but like they're like user IDs for like people interacting with it.
Okay. Are there any prominent names that pop up in terms of its overall usage?
No.
Okay.
Just the IDs itself, which presumably are tied to like back to like a bigger system. You know,
I see. So
like something
Okay.
we would have in a ship.
okay, so cog in the system. Nice. Uh, hmm. Okay, cooperative node. Huh. As Hyde slowly puts his fingers between his chin, it's just like, okay, it's quite an interesting unit. It's going to be some time until you find out, well, how it got corrupted to begin with. But could you ask when the first signs of corruption appeared? Or first notification? Because
Mm.
sometimes the system doesn't realize it. Either it's too late or it was well, its sensors got overwhelmed.
She like furrows her brows and says it should be here in this log. And she starts searching. And well, after quite a while, she says, that seems like we happening pretty much at the start when it was plugged in. Like you see like a big spike here at the start.
Oh,
And yeah, corruption goes from 0. Yeah, and I don't understand like this next word to this, but after that the corruption is much slower and then goes up steadily with well, almost no further increases.
okay. This is a time Hyde raises his eyebrow and be like, that's extremely odd. Did I... Hmm. Oh, let me check if I have enough cosmology to notice. Okay, I have enough cosmology and maybe enigmas. Would I be aware that there'll be some EDs that do their corruption over time sort of tactics from the very get-go?
I mean, just throwing like some intelligence cosmology at an 8.
It's fair. Eh? I am not spending a willpower. I need it for later on.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. Well, you don't know about like any specific creatures that come to mind, but you do know that like generally speaking, any form of like corruption is usually like a process over time, like like possession in particular. Like essentially like it wears down the victim gradually, like in a way like almost like hollow it out and then fill the victim with itself, and then like even the appearance of the victim can change. Like it first started like the victim's behavior like changing slowly over time, and then at some point, at least in extreme cases, even to the physical pattern being corrupted into some monster shape, depending on, of course, on like the type of what it is.
Okay. That was actually quite nice to know. Could you ask the AI if the colony ship was the only ship it served on? Or has it been on other vessels before?
And yeah, no, he searches a bit again, and he comes back and says, no, it was only on one ship ever for about 20 years or so.
That's not actually bad for an AI. To last 20 years. Okay. the what would be the? I think I got one more question. I think you probably want to get on to Allied.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Would it had any, in terms of other information, would it have a list of identification that can access this form of AI unit? For example, exclusive access or anything of that nature?
I think so. For a bit.
And if they ever instituted any of that measure?
Alright, well, that answers that question. And, well, he says, it's not, it's not that simple to say, but essentially, the way it's structured, at least as far as I can tell, it's similar to what we use on our own ships. And it seems like tie in with like the local command structure a lot, and doesn't like retain anything outside of it. But as long as you have like admin rights within the same system, you can use its functionalities fully. There appear to be some functionalities like integral to itself, like self-protection and changing the AI itself, that are protected with like extra clearances, which I don't know the ways to get them, but essentially otherwise you can just use whatever is inside of the system rather than anything else. Like it's it's not really like it doesn't really know anything aside from that, from like what you give it essentially.
Okay. That actually answers my question. I'm quite satisfied for now.
All right. Well, let's see. EMS starts analyzing the energy control. But by the way, I really can't wait what you do with this thing. It is like a powerful tool.
It is.
And well, also like fun fact that like the unit has at least 2 of those. Like one is in Domino's weapon. And I admit I kind of memed on him by putting it in the weapon itself.
It is a big meme. Bro, that was the biggest one.
It is.
Hurts my soul when you say that.
But yeah, I guess that it never crossed Domino's mind that this thing could do more.
Just do more.
I mean, it could like, I think it was it did it kind of in an obvious way. This thing controlled the entire was responsible for like entire starship, like a big ass colony ship, and then he like puts it in his weapon. Like I don't know. At least I would have thought that this thing could do a little bit more than that.
Put it in my shit.
But yeah, Domino did piss me off at the time by being so demanding. So I had to meme on him a bit. But yeah, well, I guess it's time for Allied. Oh wait, no, we need to like roll properly. Oh, it's Allied.
Dun, 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 dun. Hello.
Hello. Let's see.
Buenos dias.
Oh right, you managed to get lucky tonight, and well, the question is, what are you doing afterwards?
Well, I mean, afterwards, I'd probably be going back to my base.
All right.
It would be rather awkward to be like, no, I live here now when I literally run when I literally run a construct. I do have to go home on occasion.
Oh fuck! I need to hide this message. There you go. What do you mean? Not that you're aware?
What do you mean? Look, it takes. He was wearing his chest plate. He wore protection.
Well, look at the bright side. If you have children, they will be better than being Irish.
Fuck you, Bacon.
God damn it.
You don't have fucking wake anyway. Before Radama and every one of us get banned off Roll20 for what I was gonna say. But yeah, no, I would I'd be returning to base after
Yeah.
he's definitely returning to his base to check out shit.
Okay, and well, you return to your base. In your absence, not much has changed. A bunch of papers have piled onto your desk, but that's about it. Naturally, everything is ready in triplicate.
So Radama, do they hatch? Does it take longer or slower for them to hatch
Normal.
from the eggs that Sam came from?
Oh my god. Well, it will take like a normal human pregnancy amount of time. It's just
So
so
18 months.
yeah, yes, exactly 18 months. That's for sure. But yeah, anyways, the thing, like out of character, the thing that affects this basically just increases the odds of pregnancy to 100%.
Oh fuck! That's not increasing the odds. That's a guarantee fucking pregnancy Radama. That's not increasing the odds. That's that no. Hocus pocus. We're not pregnant.
I mean, yeah, basically. Well, you still need user input, I guess.
Not a turkey baster.
God.
Anyway, I guess I'm just gonna check in to see how everything's been with the rest of the crew. Well, with the people that matter,
Mm-hmm.
and if there's any information or pressing shit that's popped up.
Oh, well, I think at this point, since you're like a little bit further ahead than the rest of the party, information would have disseminated to basically everyone at this point. That there was a prevented Nordic attack in Gripnoi. Something about a security, essentially what amounts to like a suicide bomber. Well,
Yeah.
technically it wasn't supposed to be a suicide bomber, but well, it was a suicide mission regardless.
Yeah.
He wasn't. He probably wasn't told that, but as the cameras abandoned him.
Well, they never do tell you it's a one-line trip usually.
I mean, if it's like a proper suicide bomber, someone would take a bomb, bomb belt or something, or like a bomb vest. I think that's pretty clear to even an idiot that you're not coming back from that one.
Nobody said they were smart.
Yeah, just blow yourself up and then come back. No problem.
Exactly.
All right, boss.
We have the medical technology. You do? Totally.
Halal technology.
They're just gonna 3D print him a new body.
Oh my god. Imagine. But yeah,
Yeah, no. Hotel. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
well, I'm actually trying to think if there's anything pressing that would come up during this time. Like,
The wonders of having a fully functional base, huh?
I mean, the thing is, like, you weren't that long away, like a day at most, like a work day at most,
Yeah.
and considering all things considered, that's probably like an amount of time that you at least have off during the week, like. Anyways, so
We get off.
I mean, yeah.
Wow. Wow. I didn't realize we're European labor laws.
I mean, you have to do at least a little bit of time off, or people go crazy. You know, it's actually like a very much a cost-based thing, where it's like, okay, we can make these people work every day, but they will go nuts, which again increases costs. So just gives me like a little bit off, I guess. But yeah, Lewis like works on his project still. I think like he did the nanomachine man fully.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and well, you like once again like see on your desk like a request for like proper like testing animals. Not sure what stage he currently is at. But I think I guess it will probably be still primates. You know,
I mean, didn't I already send that paperwork up to what the fuck's his name?
Noah.
To Noah for approval.
Yeah, I mean he would have gotten approval by now, and well, he's still like he would be requesting like at least more if it's not like the first time. You know, he needs to like go through like a few iterations of chimpanzee.
Of course. Yeah, no, that's fine. We'll get we'll set it up. We'll expand the range of the types of monkey. I'll send it up to Noah. I'm not gonna tell him. I'm gonna let Lucius kind of be surprised that suddenly he's got monkeys.
Remember that like meme about like two monkeys going at it with a knife?
No, that's what happens when Sam goes and like walks in on his Marines with like they stole two of the monkeys. No, monkey knife fight, monkey knife fight. Sam would be like, yes, monkey knife fight.
I mean, Lewis would fully approve of that.
Clearly, the stronger monkey has better odds of survival.
No, it's more like let's see what happens if they can't die or if they're already dead. Eternal like monkey fight until their bodies are like worn down. That's the kind of approach he would have, because it actually would further his research to see like how far they can go.
Well, as I said, as long as he gives me the paperwork.
Well, he does, happily.
And that's what matters.
Very, 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 very much detail, especially the graphic parts.
Joke's on him. Sam doesn't care about that. He's only got one dot of medicine. I don't know what an esophagus is. Sounds weird. Anyway, stamp.
So yeah, you have them. You have been working on that. Well, let's see. Your repair base would probably not be too crazy right now, as there are no like two major combat operations going on.
I'm also not allowed to take the dropship anywhere just yet. Still.
I mean, yeah, you could, but that would look bad.
Yeah, no, I still got some time to burn off before I attempt something like that again.
Oh yeah, well, you actually do get a report from someone. Now that I think about it, it's from Daniela, and she like reports that like people have been like behaving a bit odd during their off time. They seem to be almost like drugged out, and she wants to like go and do like drug tests with them. Wants to see if there's like a problem.
Yeah, no, fuck that. Drug test the shit out of them. We're not. We don't do the devil's brew here.
The devil's brew.
Who is attempting to do drugs on this? Because we're in space, we literally cannot risk you being tweaking out of your mind. You were at Grimnoid's hotel away from people, sure, because like worst case you're gonna wander off again and get ate by werewolves. Here you're gonna accidentally open an airlock and kill us all.
All right.
So yeah, Sam sends that. Yeah, Sam's like, yeah, no, drug test and figure out what is going on.
Well, like results would come in like actually pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And well, they first of all tested positive on drugs.
My God, Sam just being surprised. How could my people do drugs?
And well, they're all sedatives. Like the kind that doesn't last very long. But still, like you're actually not familiar with like the types that they're using. Like it's not like it's not like there's any street drugs, like they're doing weed or anything. It's
Mhm.
more like they're doing the more advanced stuff, like more I guess in a way it's a bit like medical abuse in some ways. But yeah, they are when confronted, they're also giving like showing prescriptions for them.
Who is giving them prescriptions to these drugs? Because if the budget suddenly spikes for drug abuse, I'm going to be very upset.
Well, it's from Atla Kamani, your morale officer. And yeah,
She brings a heretical religion onto my station. She brings drugs. They're not bringing their best people. They're sending their worst.
I mean, she's literally like a pharmacopoeist, which is which are the people that deal with this kind of stuff.
Yeah, but like, this is a little bit clearly not everybody on my fucking base needs drugs, and a lot of people apparently need drugs. So,
it's her way to like tell people to deal with stuff. Also, as you like go like further through like your stack of papers,
mhm.
you do see like a request from from her, and it's about getting some some equipment brought over from from her time on the mud ball.
She wants
It's
what?
part of her equipment, like chemistry equipment in particular. She wants to keep down on cost by producing certain things, certain like medicine locally, since her own storage that she brought with her as being slowly used up as she performs her duties.
Well, Sam's gonna look into the medical documentation with his AI with Cerebrum and see if because he's not a doctor, but Cerebrum's smart. Cerebrum can connect to the greater union.
Hmm.
Do these people really need these drugs?
Oh, well, an interesting question. Let's see. Oh, Cerebrum has 2 medicine, but so I presume you want to go for Hypercram?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me like Perception Hypercram at a 6 to activate it. I mean, it does activate flawlessly. And I guess give me like a intelligence hypergram. Let's see. There's a bit of analysis, so give it me for an 8. It is some medical stuff based purely on files. Alright, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Well, going through like the medical files.
I don't know why Cerebrum was down with fucking willpower.
I don't remember either. Like, we used a bunch of things, but I think like a day has passed, so she would have like regenerated anyways. But yeah, essentially like it boils down to well, you violating doctor's confidentiality. But yeah, like the people have like some. Like the people that have been caught, I guess, had like like some anxiety issues and stuff like that. Like low tier stuff, and well, technically they didn't need it. Like it's something that would help them. It's just like a bit in the kind of questionable type of zone where like more conservative doctors would probably have chosen not to do this at all, and rather opted for probably working through those issues and stuff like that. Because like at the end of the day, like those drugs are more or less just band-aid. There is like of course like stuff in the inactive files that says that she was like planning like also was planning to like fix that eventually, but for now she like slapped that on like something like this, which could impact their performance if taken at the incorrect time. Like technically, like their prescription says to only take the stuff like in the off time, but
have any of them been caught yet doing it on their on time?
No.
Okay.
It's not like a lot of people either. It's like maybe like I don't know 2 or 3.
Alright. Sam is going to. Sam's going to. Sam's gonna send a just like a message like not to just use drugs as the only stopgap.
Mm-hmm.
And he will see about getting her stuff here, like the stuff here, like the thing she's requested. But if it becomes an issue, he will crack down.
No, right. Yeah, she sends you a message back pretty quickly. That she's happy. That she's getting the much needed equipment. But she needs some clarification when exactly she should go for prescriptions. Like at least back on Mudboard, like she was she has didn't have like that much practical experience, but like what little she did have, she had like great results with treating the people right away with prescriptions rather than wait for a while. And she wants to know essentially at what point do you consider it worth using drugs. She wants to get some guidelines.
Oh fuck me. Life threatening. PTSD. Suicidal type things like that. Like very clearly, like on like the more the farther end, like where you would normally have such things prescribed.
Mm.
And he's not saying like they can't be given like like stuff to like help anxiety. but stuff that has them like clearly lost in the sauce for like an hour or two,
Yeah.
no. Like they're not here to like get high on their downtime. Like if they want to do that, like that's not this base. This is a military base first and foremost.
Yeah.
Like she can, I don't know, give them weird caffeine pills or whatever if they want.
All right. Well, that means she has to get creative.
And nothing addicting.
Uh-huh. Huh, nothing addicting. Okay, that's actually a tough one. To some degree. There's always like a risk of addiction.
That's a not me problem. She wanted guidelines. And Sam has one fucking dot of medicine.
I mean, that's fair.
So that's damn near impossible. Lewis made a metal man. I don't hear him bitching. You hear Lewis in the background. I made a metal man. Yeah, nano machine, son.
You would imagine this like you more of a certain Lewis like a team up, and they make like a nanomachine drug. It stimulates the brain directly.
To be fair, that would fuck Sam up because the nanomachines are in him right now from Lewis.
Yeah.
So
yeah, exactly. They just go in and test right on you. You know, manage your mood. Can you imagine like how fucked up that is?
No, I can. Like, I'll expect it at some point down the road when they stop hating each other for different like side groups, conventions.
Yeah, I mean, actually, now that I think about it, they're both from the same convention.
Yeah, but he's nanomachines and an outcast.
Well, yes, but she isn't exactly on the clear either. She's also.
No, however, she prefers biological stuff. Look, man, let me have my weird schism that's gonna happen between Bacon and M's just happen under me as well. Okay, fuck off. Let me have my robot boy versus my bio boy.
God bless. Okay. Well, let me try to find. Shit, it doesn't probably show me. Anyway, so. So aside from that, do you have any further plans? At least quick ones.
Well, nothing quick because I do kind of want to. I got permission. I kind of want to hang out with the Nords again.
Huh. Well,
they were fun, merry people.
They are fun, merry people in general. But yeah, well, when you try to inquire about that, you'll probably get that they are not currently available. They're currently helping Hyde with something.
Wait, aren't I a day ahead?
Well, yes, but presumably this goes on for a little bit more. Well, I was not the entire day ahead, but more like a few hours.
Pump and dump, understood.
Mm-hmm.
Not even the same day. Damn. I really don't have much there because Ceres has been taken care of. Well, in the sense of all the sites that were on Ceres for the time being have been handled. Correct?
Yes.
I would need combat personnel if I were to go to Grimnoid, which would be weird. Can't really do that. I don't have a fucking spaceship.
That's true.
And I can't requisition the dropship again because, again, I'm.
I mean, you have a train, and from Gripnoy, You could ask Vicioslav if he could borrow like one of his vehicles. Like he has a bunch of like black vehicles.
No, yeah, I get that. I just can't go. I could bring one of my rovers to go do that. You're right, Ems. I could enter crippling debt to acquire a ship. However, there's one issue, Ems. Nobody is selling a Q-Law machine.
Well, if you settle for something less, then you could probably afford it.
I'm not down.
Technically, there was one being that can get you a QR machine, but you're gonna have to write your name in the contract. You know, you have to serve your pledging allegiance.
Gold is not going to fund a Q-Law machine.
I mean, the real issue is not just getting a QLR machine. The issue is like keeping it because, like an asset like a QLR machine, they're gonna deploy. They're gonna want to deploy, you know, somewhere useful, not stuck with like fucking guard duty.
I can just imagine like Noah finding out Allies got a QR machine, pulls out a fucking gun and be like, "Drop it."
No, Noah, I am the Q-Law machine. What does that even mean, Sam?
You know, that's when you like fully like explode into nanomachines and like seep into the walls.
You gotta literally become it. Just what? He's gone. He's gone. Threat? No, I've just gone Lewis. I mean, I guess there's another thing I thought of. I do have those sensors and stuff. I could look for like scrap myself. Using my basic sensors and stuff.
Well, let's see your basic sensors. Let me check because they might have some limited usage here. Let me have a look. Because like your stuff is, you know, locally based and presumably that's been scoured first. Since you know you wouldn't want to know like what's going on near your base first.
Oh yeah, no, hands down. I also have correspondence 4, so.
I mean that's more like it.
But I have +2 dice for mundane rolls on lone trippers. Improved subdimensional detection.
Let's see. Yeah, it's not that useful. Yeah, your base doesn't have like useful stuff for that kind of things, but yeah, you can use like your correspondence for it. Well, it's also a bit diminished compared to like, you know, what Ems could get, because he has like proper infrastructure set up. But you can probably get something.
Well, I mean, locating is the primary thing.
Well, yes. But Ems is still better at that, like he has like proper infrastructure for that. But yeah.
Well, Ems says, what the fuck does his ship have that's...
Well, he has a ship, first and foremost.
My God, you're right.
And like he has like a voice, like, you know, to essentially like use as like a relay for like his like well, since like for his like well, enlightened science, I guess.
I control it from very far.
But yeah, it's like it makes it like a lot easier, like because like you know, technology relies heavily on infrastructure or tech in general.
Fine, and you know what? I'll start working on the next step of glorious creation. You remember about mining those nearby asteroids, Radammer? Time to start scanning the asteroids.
Well, sure you can.
That I didn't have any reason not to be able to do with.
I mean, you can still like do scrap hunting. It's just less efficient than what Ems does.
Well, yeah, no, I get that, but like that it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. And I mean, I guess I could go steal one of those. Fuck it. I'll do both. I got the time. I'll have. Actually, could I have Cerebrum do one and I do the other?
Well, Cerebrum does not have enlightened science, I'm afraid.
So Cerebrum will be better off scanning the nearby asteroids then.
Well, how do I say this? Like Cerebrum has the problem that she has like no proper way to like get more information than what we already have available to you, because she would be relying on like Union sensors in general, which presumably at least would have at least given like some checkup to like nearby objects, considering they could be all threats.
Damn you, Radammer. Damn you for being reasonable like this. Alright, fuck it. You know what? Whatever. We'll check for scrap. I can justify taking the dropship out to go loot some scrap, right?
Yeah, probably.
I have to refresh the page. Give me a minute. For some reason it did that weird bug with the like where all the player sheets are like squished.
Oh yeah, no.
Alright, so for this then, good sir, I'm gonna use my correspondence, okay?
Alright.
I'm gonna use my matter.
Alright.
I'm gonna use my prime.
Okay, what are you looking for with like the prime and the matter?
Well, matter and the prime are gonna be for like the potential of active-ish things.
Mm-hmm.
Like little like sparks, or like maybe like currents of like electricity, or like whatever weird drives we use are like leaking. They're like leaking shit into space.
Yeah, okay. Like you could like detect like starship fuel, this kind of stuff, of course.
Yeah.
Well, like proper like energy would like electricity would probably be more like phosphorated, but yeah, and that still works. I think for what you are doing. And I guess well, time to roll for like a level 2 effect because it's correspondence to. And I'm gonna, in the meantime, look at the chart.
So it'd be level 5. I'll blow a quint on this. I'll blow 2.
Let's see. I mean, it probably would be like a no connection kind of deal, but sure, let's see.
That's fine. I blew 2 quint. Well, base difficulty would be 3 plus 2 plus whatever highest difficulty speed, which 2. That's 5. Spend 2 quint, brings it down to 3.
Yeah. Okay.
5 successes, good sir.
Alright, then give me like a luck die, I suppose, and see what goodies you find.
Oh, a luck die. I'm not like actually. Okay, fuck.
I mean, you just roll.
Alright. Well, fucking. With my spirit, would it be likely luck?
No.
Actually, hold on. I'm curious about something because I do have another spear. But I need to check what. Hold on, because with that I'll have to reroll it most likely. But I need to see what 1 does for something. What can you do with time 1 again? You can make yourself lucky, right? Or is that entropy?
No, that's entropy.
Ah, damn.
Yeah, you should spec into you should spec into entropy if you want to get lucky. I would allow you to put effects on you that make certain events go your way.
I would only use it for the scrap. Unironically, I would forget about it every other time.
Oh my god!
You have like entropy 5, and you died in this battle. Fuck it.
God bless.
Fuck.
Well, let's see. That's a 4. I mean, that's something. That's something. Well, you do find something. Well, it's not. You're kind of expecting a ship, but like thanks to your thanks to your like special way of looking at things, you find something peculiar, like an energy and like an energy reading. And when like properly like tuning in your sensors and like opening up like redirecting like some union union machinery towards it, you do detect like a large field of I guess like the equivalent of like an oil spill, but for like starship fuel. Very, very, very like thinly spread out, of course. Normally not being picked up on, but you specifically looking for it. Gave you like a hint. But there's like a place where where a lot of that is, and you also detect like a huge abundance of like metal there, which indicates a proper ship there, not just someone leaking in general.
All right. Well, I'm gonna scan the nearby area then.
With like first I will give you that to some degree as well. Like it doesn't seem like anything particularly noteworthy nearby.
No space squids that everybody believes exists.
Well, I know that it exists, but yeah, at least as far as you can tell.
Just because, look, Ems believes in Hyde believes in a lot of things. Okay, space squids are not real. That's the thought parasites convincing you space squids are real.
Perfectly reasonable. But yeah, there's not anything nearby that you can tell. Although there's you pick up something on the on like the metal parts itself.
Oh,
It's not big enough for a squid, but it's something. But that's something will have to be investigated properly. Next session, but yeah.
whatever. Fucking no, send that information off to the people with real ships then. Because I can't fucking go to it ever now.
I mean, you can
No, I can't.
just strap yourself in with some weapons and go.
I do not have a combat capable ship. No.
I mean, you get some duct tape and tape yourself to the front of the ship and get some poor technician to fly it, and then you shoot at people, at enemies that come by. If you don't have any weapons on your ship,
No.
you become the weapon.
No good, sir.
I see. Who do you want to like pass it on any like preferences? Because by default, like the chief of security would handle it once she has time.
Yeah, I'd probably send it to the chief or Hyde. Just because I know Hyde has the one recovery ship with guns, I think.
Oh well, I think like its armaments are neglectable.
It has more than my ship.
I wouldn't count on that.
Also, so whoever keeps blowing up Unionist ships.
Well,
No ships on the target. No, I would just send it to fucking Hyde and what's her name? Chief of Security.
well, I guess yeah.
And I guess Noah too, point of interest type thing.
Yeah, I mean, I would go basically automatically to him anyways, considering that you've given it to like 2 people. But yeah, yeah. Okay, he has like 2 hard points like on a ship. One is like a 50 cal machine gun. And the other one is not even specified. God bless. Should probably like, fix that. But
Gotta love your specifications, Doma. Best ST ever, guys.
I mean, success is yeah, it seems that I'm just messed up and made it 1 instead of 2. Probably by a copy error. Because you only have successes for like wait, no, you only have successes for 1 weapon. Yeah, no, you only have like one hard point then. God bless. Because there's successes that are in there. But yeah, Ams's like armament is particularly garbage. And I think like your supply ship might have more allied. I'm gonna check
Well,
in a second. I think you have like
oh yeah, it has a one particle alpha particle beam and 250 cows.
yeah, you're literally better armed. Ams's ship.
Weird flex.
I know, right? It's
Bro,
so
we just
close.
gotta we just gotta strap some more armor plates on this bitch, and sure, we'll go.
Tie me to a rocket and fire me at Tel Aviv. I'm ready.
I'm gonna get
But yeah, sure, you can get some prep time in. There's like 2 life support pods on this. If you want to go.
Oh, I'm
go for
not actually going. I'm
Oh.
legit sending information up late.
Yeah.
Like, I found it. There's something to investigate there that's fucking weird. I'm just claiming the scrap is fucking mine. I'll give a little bit of a cut for whoever brings it the fuck to me.
Yeah, I feel like Vargas like ship comes back, and doors open. Just like some green ooze comes out. It turns out that they've all been absorbed by the blob, and the blob is coming to your base.
I mean, that'd be kind of weird.
I mean, kinda.
At least my last message will gladly be, God damn it, what the fuck's his name? That's with Noah, the site guy.
It's like 2 of them. Which one are you referring to?
No, there's the one with Noah that was helping me out understand the language.
Was he the Asian
Dr.
one?
Anzim Ansari, I think.
Yes, Azim. My famous last words to Azim will be, "You should have just let me jeopardize their confidentiality."
Oof. But yeah, anyways, I think it's time now to go for thoughts in character and out of character. Let's see. Bit artistic, so I'm gonna roll again. So it's allied. Wow.
Hello, in character. Oh boy, something I can't go fuck with. Also, I wonder what Hyde's doing with them. Out of character. Redomer, you're gonna. I guess this is what we're like. You're gonna have to get back to me as to what I'm gonna need to improve the sensors then on my base, so I can just kind of like hunt for this stuff as decently as amps or whatever.
Huh.
Good luck.
I mean, that's gonna be a tough one.
Because they're gonna have to be turned into like wonder sensors or something, aren't they? When used.
I mean, you could send for like to get up to amps level. Yeah, you probably would need like proper wonders.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah.
We have that. Like, I'll just need to be made aware or whatever. Also, I can't wait for the actions of Sam to have repercussions.
I mean,
When will Sam realize you don't bag and tag? Actions have consequences, but I guess he won't know for like 2 months.
yeah. I mean, that sounds accurate.
I'm not too sure.
Yeah,
I don't. I don't
let's check.
occasional.
That's probably like a lot of like. When do you know? How long do you know until you're pregnant?
No.
Okay.
When you first throw up after the first interaction.
No, that's just the absolute disgust.
Oh my god! Wow, if that's a normal reaction for Sam.
No, what do you mean? He beat her in stamina.
I mean,
Huh.
no, like people being disgusted.
No.
It also like I got into autocomplete.
So about 2 weeks, kinda, sorta.
Ah, well, that might be feasible then when she like notices things. Well, and to be honest, she'll probably be looking out for it too, because Well.
Can't wait for Sam to be like, I want the DNA test.
Oh, I mean, they're gonna be insulted by that.
Sam, unironically, just doing his normal Marine thing. I want the DNA test. I've been in too many ports where people think I get paid really well. So, spoiler alert, we don't get fucking paid.
I mean, you get paid in slurry. You know, you're getting paid.
I get paid in being the boss in better quarters than the rest of the crew. Yes.
You know, you get like basically, you know, all the stuff you need to live. That's good enough, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Inca. Cloud effect, I thought, and well, Nick. Well, I guess Bacon already left out. There it is. Well, I guess I actually then would. Yeah. Go ahead.
Out of character. I know I'm a coward at high roll. I know. In character. Looks like I just gotta do a little bit more torture.
Yeah, I mean, it was very efficient.
Yeah.
You know, if you like fully break him, I might allow you to like just enter him at will, I guess.
What? Say that again. Sorry.
If you like fully break him, but that would probably be a long-term investment to do that.
Yeah. Make him my manservant. He looks like he's got a classy look to him.
I mean,
That's
yes,
gay, bro.
but there's like one issue with that. He is a known infernalist. That's kinda, you know, a big no.
Death by personality. I'm gonna just blow up. I'm gonna destroy all that, and yeah. I'm really only keeping the meat suit.
I only keep it in meat suit.
Yeah. The person, the person will be dead. The body though, I'm gonna maintain that.
Well, you can probably like ask the black suits that you're with, the best approach to that, because they have
We'll do that out when we're ready.
Mm-hmm.
I recommend a lobotomy. It seems to work.
All right. That's pretty reasonable. I think that leaves 2 of you left over, and it's Ems. In Kirk, not affect your thoughts.
Let me get my mic down. In character, these Nords are strange people with their strange technology. Outer game. I am now really want to know the story, how this thing got corrupted over time. If this was malicious or accidental, that's the big question.
Alright.
I want to know that spicy story.
I mean, you can figure it out, probably.
Either way, the Nords were lovely people. One's called Sniff now, congratulations.
Well, I was only for the scene.
Forevermore.
Oof.
Just kidding.
I mean, Sniff is an adequate name. Like, it kinda... Sif, the Sniff. Sniff.
Indeed. If she shoved the lightsaber up my back, you know these Nords ain't loyal, you know?
Oh my god.
They were following the apprentice and the Sith Master code to the very end.
You mean the Sniff Master Code? Alright.
Oh god, you caught me on that, yeah.
Alright, well, I guess that leaves only Bacon.
Right, in character it's very nice for like the trouble stop for a moment, to have a good father and daughter time, you know, just doing wholesome things like vivisection.
Hmm.
It's really really enjoyable. And, Out of character. Nothing bad happened with me in one session. It means that next session something really bad is going to happen.
Wow, that's pessimistic.
I mean, Gribno is constantly getting fucked. And autismo things are delegated, so if anything happens to me, it's going to be a big trouble. And something have to happen to me to, the game continue interesting.
Yeah.
It's a logic.
Oh well. Alright, I think that only leaves willpowers. I thought about taking willpower points, but I think you all qualify for one. So to make this easier, Nick certainly hacked that one dude.
Yee.
And I did a lot of crusading. In his own weird ways, I guess. Ames certainly got the Nordics to do what he wanted to do, fulfilling his director, and if this wasn't fulfilling Wislav's visions, then I don't know what else.
So
Yeah,
long.
sadly I'm full on willpower today.
Yeah, unfortunate. Imagine if you could sell it. Actually, that's actually possible. You could make like a wonder where like extracts your willpower and it can like transfer to like someone else.
That's an interesting thing to do next time. Issue is I need a lot of contestants. I'm already waiting for the Quint shipment for me and Neg to do the fast programming wonder.
Not gonna lie, I thought Allied made you a node already.
No, I don't have a node.
Wow. Allied, what the heck?
I mean, like Wislav could make like a node himself, I think. If he really
Yeah, I
wanted
could,
to.
but I don't see why risk exploding my entire base for a node when I can just...
But Allied's an expert.
I don't even use quintessence, to be honest.
But you can hoard it like any madman does.
Oof.
No, why hoard that when I hoard cooler things like weapons of mass destruction?
Yeah, no, that's perfectly fair.
Very respectable.
How does like Neaxi say since recent times? Very true and very real. Anyways, it's time to say goodbye to the bots.
Bye,
Goodbye,
bots.
Bye.
And I'm gonna end the stream.